what this passion made of me. No disrespect, respectfully, but the maze madman's been set free.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me? We back up.
I just like that. But anyway, good afternoon, good evening, good people. It is I, the Maze Madman. We are back for another BlueTube Live Call-In Show. And before I put the link in there and let y'all come up here and cook, a couple things I got to get off my chest. First and foremost, as you guys know, I've been friendly with a couple podcasts, couple podcasts of that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. A couple of those guys that I've been friendly with, but I want to let it be known, all right? Because I'm friendly with those guys, or because I've said something positive to you, maybe said hi to you in the chat over there, not you guys, by the way, I'm talking about those fans. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that you can disrespect friends of this channel, friends of mine personally, and think that it's okay. Just know I'm not going to share what I saw out of respect for my friend, but know that I know who you really are. That being said, to that person, we are not friends. The end. Secondly, another thing I got to get off my chest really quickly. I was sent the link to a different podcast, another another podcast that follows the Wolverines. And this person happened to be talking about Bryce Underwood and how Bryce Underwood is not who we think he is. I just want to be very clear. I think the total opposite of that person. Shout out to him, no, big following. I don't watch his content. If it wasn't for that link, I would never have watched it. But to each their own. That bit of is out the way. Let's get to it. Let me thank some people in the chat. Lich Max is here. That's my guy. Statboy 2.0. Appreciate you. My guy, Mike Legend, in the building. I appreciate you, Mike Legend. Tree is here. The Maniac. Shout out to my guy. Slade. JOJ. My guy, JOJ. Don't tell Johnny what to do on Johnny's Live. Dexter. All right. G Boulder is in the building. Let's get to it. All right. A couple things that I want to talk about for sure. Sherrone Moore talked about some freshmen that are shining in practice. And we are going to talk about it because maybe I've had one of these freshmen on the show. Maybe I've had multiple freshmen on the show. Who knows? But let's talk about it. The link is in the chat, by the way. If you're in the chat, if you're a mod, you already know what the expectations are. Make sure you share this with your friends and family on social media. In the bound. Shout out to my guy, Let's Toast. I see him in here. Shout out to Toast. The Penn State bot is here. You're having a good time when the Penn State bot shows up. Shout out to that. All right. But of these people that Coach Moore said were shining in practice, these freshmen that Coach Moore likes, Andrew Babalola. No surprise there, because Coach Moore also said that Andrew Babalola is still embroiled in that position battle with Evan Link for left tackle. We all expect Evan Link to win that because he is the incumbent, because he has been here, because he does have the training. It should speak to Coach Moore and Grant Newsom's training that somebody that's been in the program for a couple of years should beat out a true freshman, but we'll see what happens there. Also, Jaden Sanders, a name that we haven't been hearing a lot, but was a very highly touted corner commit or prospect rather out of Texas. said he was flashing. Shamari Earls, somebody we're familiar with and hear a lot in terms of making plays. He's flashing. Look at this guy. Look at this guy here. you shout out to Dom, man. On the beach. How you feeling, sir?
I feel great. How you doing, Mace?
I'm doing great, man. I feel real good, actually. But I'm definitely not feeling as good as you, clearly.
The water's a little brisk today, so.
Water's a little brisk.
A little brisk. Actually, the Pacific gets really cold. It's like 69 degrees. I mean, and that's warm here. So,
bro.
I got a communication from number 12.
Okay.
He said camp's running until the 28th. And like everybody's working hard. They're really pushing each other. And once things get into flow, he's talking about coming back again.
Absolutely, no doubt, man. That's a big deal. Obviously, I want him to do well. It'd be great for him to. He talked about when he was on the show, making an impact on special teams, whatever he's got to do to get on the field and make his presence known. So, shout out to him, man. That's good.
It seems to be consistent, like Giovanni Elhadi said the other day. The upperclassmen assuming this leadership position. And it seems like these younger classmen are really following suit with, eating right, resting, doing the right things, putting the team in focus. No BS, which is great.
Right. Yeah, for sure. As they should, by the way. This is it's some good vets on this team. They should be leading the way in terms of that, helping these young guys. It's a lot of talented young guys, but at the same time, they need some leadership. You know what I mean? Some guidance, if you will.
How many days away are we now, Phil?
I believe we are 18. Is it 18? 17? Somebody.
I think it's like 20, I think.
No, it's not that many.
Oh no, that was a couple days. Yeah, right. I think we're around 18 or 17. Yeah. I think
right. 18 or 17 for sure. 18. Maniac has confirmed.
Rich Max, how you doing, sir? And I'm going to sign up, but before I go, they say, thoughts become reality. What you think about, what you focus upon becomes reality. And all I've been thinking of is November 29th, shutout, Ohio State.
Oh, hey, real quick before you leave, I just have one question for you, Dom.
Yes.
Did you sell your house to live on the beach now? Is that what happened?
No. You see what this is, guys? I'll be 58 next month, and I am a product of not getting married and not having any children. And you could do stuff like this,
Right.
Hey, Dom, where are you? Dom, where are you right now?
I'm on the beach in San Diego.
Oh, Cali. I just left Cali, too.
No doubt, man.
I don't know. You guys want a shot? Let me see if I can get you a shot here.
My God.
Look at this.
If y'all never been to Cali, that's the life.
Rubbing it in.
Oh, California's a beautiful state. Beautiful state. Most beautiful place. So,
no doubt.
Hey, we'll see.
Yes, sir. Dom, as always, sir.
Love you guys. Take care, man.
All right,
peace out, Dom.
The Dom father, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
G, what's good?
Hey, look at it's only like 4:00 where Dom at, so we still got hours.
I'm jealous, man. For real. That's the life, for real. Retire on a beach. How about
not
that?
In California for me.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with Cali, man.
Hey, you want to know something crazy? So I'm from LA,
right?
It's people that I met that will buy a boat and live on that beach, live on the water on a boat, and only pay like a couple, like $200-300 a month, like fee, and they'll come mainland like rainy, bad weather or whatever, but they live out there. Like, man, I met a few people that do that, just live on a boat, man. That's cool.
Right.
Speaking of training camp, have you guys seen that the video that I think the Michigan Athletics dropped today about the 1-2 punch of Jordan Marshall and Justin Haynes?
I don't think I saw that one, but you know what? We are here now. We can find it because that's the beauty of the internet. But absolutely, I mean, I also saw Sherrone Moore talk about Micah Kaipana and Kuzda. Those guys, I think are gonna, obviously get some playing time and have their opportunities too. I know, G, I think you were big on Kuzda, especially after that spring game.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, man?
Like I said, I really think he gonna get the. We don't get to see the practice, but I think he got a real shot at being that third back that get a lot of carries. I think Kaipana gonna get in and get some run, and Kaipana probably gonna play like that gadget back and try to get his speed out there. But I think Kuzma got a real chance to be that third back.
No doubt.
I think Kaipana. I think that we're gonna see Kaipana on special teams for sure. I think he fits that role pretty good along with the gadget because he's got that speed on him. He's got that escapability. I think he'll do fantastic over there on the special teams. And even if they do throw him in at gadget, I think he'll do great there. He's a great ball handler. He's got the speed. He can get out and go.
Absolutely. And by the way, I mean, I hope that they use him on special teams, kick return, punt returns, stuff like that, because again, it'd be a great way to use that speed that we know he has.
Yeah, he's very squirrely. So I think we could see him potentially get some big yards off a kick return if they put him in there.
Yeah, for sure. But shout out to Mike Legend. He says Earls is gonna be a beast this season. Man, look, from the way it sounds, there are guys ahead of him on that cornerback depth chart, right? Obviously, you got Sugar Hill, you got Zeke Berry, Josiah Edmonds. I even think is ahead of him, but I definitely think that once it all clicks for him, he's gonna be the next great Michigan cornerback, in my opinion. G, what you think about it?
Man, I love the way that he cross-trained and all those guys to play multiple positions. I think that just opens up playing time for them to slot and fit in multiple positions and get to play. So if somebody having a down game, guess what? I know that position. I can go play that position too. So I think he definitely got an opportunity to see that field, even if he played nickel a few reps. I think he definitely gonna play. His athleticism is too good to keep off the field.
I think even if we don't see him as a starting cornerback, I think we could definitely see him playing at the nickel. Have him get some rotations in there, even if we don't see him right off the bat. I think he'll still see the field. I don't know about him actually being a starter on the field.
Yeah, he probably won't start this year, and that's good. That's a good problem to have. If the people ahead of him step up and be what we know they could be and what we want them to be, to have him coming off the bench and not be a starter, that's good for depth and for future. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I missed it. Who are we talking about?
Shamari Earls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be a starter. When he did that interview with Sam, he mentioned that when he came in, he was expecting to start, but he said he didn't need that. He didn't need to be a starter right now. So I think that's because he knows it's coming next year.
Yeah.
I think we lose some pretty good talent at corner next year to either not transfers, but graduation or potentially even the draft.
I think we're only losing one or two, but I have seen
to put him in there.
I have seen some early mock drafts, like way too early mock drafts for next year, and Jair Hill is getting some buzz about being a late first round pick.
Yeah, I mean he could definitely play his way into it.
Fact. Yeah, he got to play. He got to cook this season to be a first round pick. I mean, he has the upside without a doubt. You can see it, man.
Right.
It's in there. You remember that play he made against Minnesota?
That was nice.
Yeah,
and got the 1 foot in. That was crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. And he's always in good position, man. And you remember he never really played corner. The dude's just an athlete,
right,
in high school. So, and he's playing on an elite level. He's playing in the Big Ten against elite receivers, and it wasn't like he was getting cooked. He gave up some plays, but it wasn't like, damn, they just frying him. You know, he might have missed some tackles early too. Who was it they got ran over? Damn, they did my man Will. They did my man Will Felt. They put him on the poster.
I think that was his last play. Actually, we never saw Will again after that.
Shout out to Will getting named a starter in Arizona.
For sure.
We know that. That shit is not a surprise for nobody. They're nose ball, right? We know. You know he was special, bro. As a true freshman, he was making plays, man. He was making plays as
We're gonna see the same thing with Earls this year, though. He gonna come in spot duty and relieve the starters. I think you're gonna see some of that same glimpse that we got with Will. We're gonna see that.
I believe Carlos.
Go ahead, G.
Oh, no, I was telling Carlos. I believe.
Listen. 12-0 is
I'm not
not
jumping out
the
this window.
question.
Hey. If John Mateer could put on suspension for sports bet Pete Rose,
we're not doing that. We want him to play.
Public service announcement to everyone in the chat.
Hey,
put your Venmo on private.
Oh, maniac, you can say you want him to play. I want to win. I don't care.
I don't think. As much as I want to say we go 12-0 this year, I don't think that's being realistic. It's optimistic to say we go 12-0. Every year we want to go 12-0 because we want to recreate that 2023 season. We go undefeated, win that natty. I don't think we're going to see that for a while, and it's not me not believing in our team. I just think our schedule, looking at the future, is going to be what really determines whether or not we go 12-0. If we got a schedule plus our players, I think we got some great players this year. I still think that we're going 10-2.
No doubt.
Yeah, me
too.
too.
Who are your two losses?
I think one I would say is probably Nebraska. I think that's going to be a trap game for us. The other one I'm going to say a potential here. It really depends on if Mateer is playing or not. It's going to be Oklahoma. I think that's one we could potentially lose. I want to say we win that, but with it being game 2 on the road with a true freshman quarterback, I think that we could see some issues in that game, and I think that'll lead to us potentially not winning. It could also lead to us blowing them out. It all depends on how our teams are going to match up against each other.
No doubt.
Yeah.
As far as the whole Mateer thing, I want to say two things. First of all, I agree with Maniac. If I had a choice, I want him in the game so that there's no excuses when we beat him. But
we know a guy who's going to go crazy.
So we heard all about him when he transferred, and one of the things that we heard that was supposed to be good was his decision making. I'm starting to doubt that because your Venmo is public, and you're a D1 athlete, and your sports bet as soon as you get to campus, they go over this stuff with you. Don't bet on sports. If you're going to bet on sports, make your shit private. What happened
to USC? Nobody's brought this one up.
And then this weak ass excuse that he gave. Oh, it was labeled like that because it's an inside joke with me and my friends. So your inside joke is the day after a big game between USC and UCLA to send it and label it USC to UC versus UCLA sports bet.
So Maniac and Kinetic and whoever else y'all could. I don't know how y'all gonna take this. I don't give a shit about no excuses. I want to win. You can tell me Mateer wasn't playing. Dave,
I don't care.
You can tell me.
I'm confident we're gonna win regardless.
About Michigan winning. I don't care if all 16, if they got 16 starters out. That's your fault.
I think we're winning regardless. I just don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want Oklahoma to go from OU to OSU of the South.
Yeah. I would say this. You know why too, G Boulder and Johnny also, right? It's a good test for our defense early, right? I want them to get that test to deal with a dual threat quarterback like Mateer, to deal with that kind of environment and where Oklahoma plays at again.
Norman.
So, I welcome that. Of course, like I told Johnny earlier in Mays, I said, listen, I'm not going to cry neither if he doesn't play, but if I had the choice, I just want our defense, right? We're not going to see much athletic quarterbacks. Riola's one of them. USC's quarterback, I wouldn't call him a dual threat, but he looked at, sneaky athletic.
Julian Sand?
Yeah,
But
Julian Sand, he's
the
next. He's the next Vince Young. He's the next Vince Young.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But look, man, I think regardless, Michigan will have a great chance to beat everyone on their schedule. There's no one on that schedule. And this is talking as a Michigan fan that we say, damn, I don't know.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Who the hell is escaping a hospital fire alarm or something?
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
That's my truck. My bad.
All right.
He got the orderlies chasing him.
It's got electrical issues and it's throwing an alarm that means nothing.
Real quick though, Detroit Wolverines says 11-1 only lost to USC. I've not heard many people, anybody really, especially on this show, talk about USC as a potential loss. Which I think about that. I mean, we are going across the.
Hold on a second. When we went over the schedule a few weeks ago, I said USC was the other likely loss aside from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's going to be the two losses.
I don't remember that.
Michigan,
but I believe you. But yeah. So, but what do y'all think about this? Why do y'all think USC could be one of the losses?
I think it's just because it's the West Coast trip. I mean, Michigan doesn't have a history of being able to travel out west very well.
No Big Ten team. No Big Ten team.
And
in the regular
season
season going west. I mean, it's a winnable game. Again, it's going to be a winnable game for Michigan. But again, that traveling, that shit matters. And we'll see, man. And I think, USC will be better than they were last season. And I think, Lincoln Riley, that seat is warming up. Oh, yeah, that seat is warming up over in USC. They dropped the bag on that boy. So he's due for a good season, but just hopefully we not one of his wins.
Next season.
I think it's gonna just depend on if our starters get first class or not. That way they get well rested, well fed on the trip over there.
Well, but you look because we've got everyone's been stressing out about Oklahoma, Nebraska. You got the 2 games Sherrone's going to be out. Then we go into a bye week where I think that's where they're really going to focus on a lot on the Wisconsin game coming out of that, because that's where they're going to make their adjustments after the first run of the season. And I just say I think after all of that, then you go on the West Coast trip out to USC. It's a chance for that to be a bit of a trap game, and historically we just don't play well traveling out there. So kind of like I say with Ohio State, now I got to see it before I can believe that they're going to beat us. I got to see us travel out west and get a win before I can really have confidence that we're going to do it.
When the last time have we traveled out west and played a team? When the
last year? Washington.
What was that? 20
last season.
Oh, last year.
But just like John Mateer, we got an excuse. Our quarterback was out.
I mean, you can always find
we had no. We bring a quarterback.
We haven't done it though.
That's what I'm talking about.
We sent our quarterback to the NFL.
I don't think we've won a game traveling out to the West Coast since like the early '90s or something.
Yeah, we won.
Didn't we win 2021 at Washington?
No,
that's what I thought.
That wasn't at Washington.
They came to the big house. It was a night game.
And the Rose Bowl not count. The Rose Bowl not counting. I'm talking about at an opponent's home stadium.
Right. Yeah. I think it was a stat last year. None of the Big Ten teams did well traveling across 3 time zones. But of the travel, all the teams that travel west to east were 0-4. They didn't win any games. And then I think the other teams were like 2-4, 2-6, something like that. So it is a problem, and it could be a problem for Michigan going to USC.
And it's crazy because it seemed like because the East Coast is ahead, so you getting more rest by going back west. So I would I would have thought that would have been different, but that's crazy.
Yeah. You're right, G. That needs to be studied deeply.
Well, they doing going east to west. They're doing a little better. Well, a little better than the teams that went west to east. For I'm sure the reasons that G pointed out. You gaining 3 hours really.
Yeah, you losing hours. Absolutely. Right. No, we'll see, man. It should be interesting. I'm excited for that secondary though. I think our secondary is gonna be bananas.
Absolutely. Penn State bot is in here tripping.
I just responded to him. I just responded.
We were gonna lose to Michigan State as well.
Poor little bro, them man. Penn State bot is wild. And now I believe it's Garrison.
Hey, so to the thing that I just responded to him, right? Did y'all see the post that someone made with RJ Young?
No.
Let me pull it up. I'll read it.
He's a meat rider. All he do is meat ride OSU.
So
he's
this thing's
Oklahoma. He's a meat rider.
Hey, so this says RJ Young, Fox Sports projects continued growth for the Spartan program in year 2 under head coach Jonathan Smith. He has Michigan State 5th in the MAC conference in his rankings of all the teams for the 2025 season.
That's good.
MSU is 97th overall and 17th out of 18 in the Big Ten.
Nice. 5th in the MAC is disrespectful, bro.
If you're 5th in the MAC, then you might as well not even be ranked in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Shout out to Far Away. He says, if we beat OU, watch how quickly the public will turn on them. It will go from Michigan has no chance to, well, they were overrated and trash. Same went for USC last year and Penn State the year before.
Hey, I will say,
who's Oklahoma rated in that poll?
18, I believe. 18.
I will say a MAC team about to have the hottest selling merchandise all this season. Eastern Michigan.
Let's hear it, Kinetic.
He's already put out shirts and hats, and it's like the number 1 selling thing in college football right now.
Bro, by the way, ain't that proof that America is inherently racist, bro? They just they want to say it so bad, bro.
The player name is
crazy, dog. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. That week 2 matchup, though. You know, the first week of college football, we got big games, just like 3 of them.
That's a fact.
The second week, there are no ranked matchups except us in Oklahoma. So, and it's at night. The college football world is going to be watching that game. Whoever, if Oklahoma blows us out, it's going to be a headache for us.
Oh my God!
If we blow them out, it's going to be a headache for them because
whatever.
That's going to all be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a close game.
I don't see it's
a lose-lose. If we beat Oklahoma, bro,
we need to beat Oklahoma by 3 touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. And then it's going to be a nightmare for them the next few weeks.
All right.
Because I think most of the. Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead, Litch.
I was just going to say, I hope that we beat Oklahoma by 13-10. That way we can say we've beaten both OU teams 13-10. One is OSU, one is OU. You know, keep that symmetry going.
Kind of like how OSU lost to the Block M twice in a row back in 23.
Right.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned that, Kinetic, right? They like to joke on, the Reliaquez bowl chance. My man, just a year before that, y'all was in the bowl game yourself and only scored 3 points and lost. So what the fuck y'all talking about?
Hey, but listen,
like they've been to the playoffs 5 straight years or something. Please.
How big of a troll job? How big of a troll job was that by Mizzou to wear the Block M helmet that they ain't worn in 50 years in that game against Ohio State, right? The week after or 2 weeks after they lost to us.
Speaking of Missouri, somebody brought something up. Somebody said that Missouri played Mr. Brightside first.
Yeah, it's even in the video game. Missouri's got it. Yeah, well, they can keep it. Like, let's get something new.
I want to play Missouri so bad. I don't like that.
What? I want to play them for the M.
Yeah,
make them a new rival, and every year the winner
sense of it.
Hey, the winner gets to keep the Block M for the next year. The loser is the sole owner of Mr. Brightside.
Well, I don't want to play them every year, but we could play them once every 5 years, and for 5 years the other team can't wear the M.
Loser gets a cursive Block M.
Right? They got to wear a lowercase M.
So let me ask this.
Hey, unless they play Ohio State, then they're allowed to wear it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We talking Oklahoma, Michigan. Besides McCulley, who you think could have a good game receiving in that game against Oklahoma? If you was an OC, if you Chip Lindsey, how you scheming that game? Talk to me. Let's talk. Let's get in our football bag
Yeah,
now.
I'm going with Fred Moore because I think people are scheming for everyone to accept him.
Yeah, Fred Moore.
I think Fred Moore got something to prove because last year could have been a breakout year and he didn't have nobody to give him the ball. I think Fred Moore is going.
Well, you got to look at it. There's more hype around. There's more hype around McCulley and even Marsh and Browder and Samaj right now than Fred Moore as far as like outside the program, right? So like that's who people are focusing on top of Bryce and the run game. I'd feature Fred Moore, man. I think he's going to be open a lot in that game.
No doubt.
I'm gonna take another route. Y'all are saying receivers. You know
That's
who
what he asked.
I'm aware of that, but
I don't think he said just receiver though. He just said who would have the most receiving yards.
Who's gonna have the most receiving yards? You know, looking at the Oklahoma defense, they got a pretty strong, they got a pretty good athletic defense. They can keep up with our receivers. What I don't think that they are very adept at being able to stop is this. I think we're going to see Haynes get some receiving yards. I think he could end. If we play it right, I think he could end up with more receiving yards on the field than our actual receivers.
Go ahead, Marmar.
Hey, Justin Haynes played in the game last year where Oklahoma beat.
Stop raising your hand too, bro. Just talk.
Yeah, I was just waiting my turn. So Justin Haynes played in the game last year on Alabama's team against OU. So, in my opinion, I think he gave Sherrone Moore a little feel about I know it's a new offensive coordinator, but it's still Brent Venables. So he gave him a little insight on what he gonna see.
Listen,
so I think that'll play. I think
they didn't do well at all against Oklahoma.
I know. I'm saying, but he give a little insight on playing him. He already played Oklahoma, so
all he knows is what not to do. Don't run.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there you go, coach. You don't need to do none of that. Do the opposite.
Johnny, who you think can lead the team or breakout receiving against Oklahoma?
Honestly, I'm not really sure right now. Besides McCulley, I'm not sure at all who that second dude is going to be. Like, honestly, because we hear Fred Moore, I'm hearing Sampson, I'm hearing the young guys. I don't know who the second receiver is going to be or who's going to pop up and actually be nice this year. It could be Lil Samaj. I ain't gonna put it past Samaj to live up to some of that hype he was getting a couple years ago.
Oh yeah. Joe, speaking of, I saw your message, Kinetic. He made like 4 diss records or something. I didn't even know Mark Gooden was a rapper.
Me either.
But Cam fried him with that. That was diabolical.
I had no clue he even made music, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, he fried him.
That said, I think Marlon Klein is somebody to watch out for in that game against Oklahoma. He gonna show out this year. I think he's a big body too.
Last year he didn't do anything, and they hyped him up.
I mean, Johnny. To his defense, you know who our quarterback room. You want to talk about?
I'm just saying.
No, and there's no excuse, right? I definitely think Maj is going to cook. We got to get him in the perimeter. I think he's bigger. I think he's faster this year. I'm not talking about height. Just talking about strength wise. Mm-hmm. And you got to get little Maj. When you saw him as a freshman, man, we used him. Jet sweeps. He did his thing, man. Against Rutgers, when our offense was kind of stagnant, man, he made a touchdown. Opened it up. We went on to cook them. So Maj, when Maj makes positive plays, good things happen for Michigan. When he tries to throw passes, is no.
Hey, I'm still mad at that, man.
I was hot. I was steaming off that play.
Listen, they were frying us, by the way, at that moment.
When he makes a play, he he brings a lot of energy when he makes a play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like him. I want him to focus more on getting the job done instead of being too rah-rah, man. After he made that little video in the locker room after that Ohio game, it's like his shit just really like that was like the football gods. Like
when he turned into Tupac real quick.
Yeah, I love that video. Yeah, I know. Hey. And we'll see, man. Hopefully now that we have a real OC, we have a talented quarterback. Let's see how they put it together, man. It's like it's like a puzzle, man. We got all the pieces. We just got to put it together. And if we put it together, man, it's going to be scary hours for, our opposition. So I'm excited to see what happens. We two and a half weeks away. That should be here in no time. As much as we begging for the season to come, we're going to sneeze and it's OSU week. We're like, damn, where the season go, bro? College football goes so fast, man. So
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Maj, talk your shit, Maj.
Hey, Garrison still has PTSD from that video. That's why he hates on Samaj every chance he gets.
A lot of them hate him.
Before we get off the wide receiver, and forgive me as a Michigan fan, what's my man name that ended a Marion Walker career? In the spring game.
O'Leary cooked him in that spring game.
Yo, not into this career, bro.
He did.
I mean, we all seen it. My man was trying to get PIs on purpose and all kind of shit. But what y'all think? I think O'Leary might be able to do good. He made a good catch last. I think if they scheme some stuff for him, I think he could be effective too.
Yeah. Hey, Slade said, ride the bench.
Hey, he got too much experience, and he been there.
O'Leary got hands. It's just I'm not sure he's got enough speed in the upside. I don't think it's there for him. Unless
when the
you really don't have to show out in practice.
Receiver had a lot of speed. Shit, we haven't had.
It's been a minute since it's been Donovan Peoples-Jones, maybe.
All I want is this year in the Ohio State game, I want us to be up at the end of the game and in the within the 5-yard line, and I want him to put Chase Herbstreit in for the final play and throw a touchdown pass to Samaj.
I'd rather Jaden Davis throw that pass right
there. No. Can you imagine how big of a troll that would be to put in Chase Herbstreit for the final play of the game?
And you throw it to Samaj is diabolical, bro. If Samaj were the one to catch it,
exactly.
Good thing we playing at home this year because they might come out the stands on us. If Chase Herbstreit throws a touchdown to Samaj Morgan in Ohio Stadium, it's not safe.
If that happens, Samaj gonna be on number 2.
And I'm not talking with the game on the line. I'm talking we're already up, but we're in scoring position. Final play of the game. Run the clock down. Call timeout at 1 second. Put Chase in and call a play to Samaj.
Then Ohio governor gonna make another rule that he gonna put that with the flag plant.
Michigan can't score touchdowns in Ohio Stadium. No, it's a felony. Yeah.
No timeouts, not allowed.
But O'Leary, man, he's underrated. Yes, he's not. He doesn't have that supreme, he don't got that wiggle, but he could get open and he's a smart player, man. We seen him make catches. The Oregon game, nice touchdown. Of course, Ohio State, that was a hell of a catch, bro. That was a hell of a catch. That's catches you see 4 and 5 stars make. And he made that. And that was a key drive on top of that. And if you notice, whenever Davis Warren rolls out, bro, he made good plays. Go back to the season. Michigan State game. Key third downs. He rolled out. First down. And against Oregon, the first touchdown to Tyler Morris. He rolled out to his right. Touchdown Morris. The touchdown to O'Leary. He rolled out to his left. Touchdown. The catch O'Leary against Ohio State. He rolled out. They should have just rolled his ass out every pack.
He wasn't rolling out. Shit, he was getting away. That old line was letting him through.
Yeah, he was scared. He was scared straight.
He was scared to see that pocket, boy. He couldn't wait to run out of the pocket.
Yeah.
I hope to never see him play again.
Yeah.
He got scared into being a decent quarterback for a play.
That's right, Mackenzie.
Absolutely. It's gonna be the greatest birthday present of all time for one Mr. Bryce Underwood. You can catch it right here live. We're gonna be doing the live reaction to it right here on the Maze Madman channel. Be sure to check it out.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
GT.
Go
ahead.
No, read the super chat.
Shout out to GT. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, how many points do you think we need to score in game 1 to feel good about our offense? I feel like we need 40 plus. It's a good number.
Bro, if we don't score 40 plus against the Chick-fil-A Knights, bro, we're done. We're done, bro. That New Mexico.
We're done,
now,
though?
We're done.
We're done.
And we score, bro. And we don't, if it ain't at least 24 to 27 points by halftime, we're done. We're done.
Jaden Davis don't get in and attempt to pass in that game. We
done.
We're done. We're
if
done.
Every quarterback on the roster don't play one down, we're
done,
bro.
Yo, that should be the game where whoever 99 players all play and get good, bro. That shouldn't even be a game. Honestly, like all jokes aside, at least 40, at least 42, 45. They should have no issue moving the ball against New Mexico. Seriously.
That's a spring game continuation.
Correct,
we really,
correct, G.
We really shouldn't have any issues. We outskill their entire team. We have all of our players are fast. Like our offensive receiving threats, and even our running backs are faster than a lot of their defensive backs and their corners. We really shouldn't have an issue moving the ball up and down that field on them. If we come out of that game with less than, I'll say 20 points to be conservative. If we don't come out of that game with less than 20 points, or with more than 20 points, then I agree. We're pretty cooked this year. I think we're going to be looking at a bad season.
If we score,
I'm going conservative. I'm going conservative.
Game, people gonna start selling their season tickets.
Yeah, if we don't hit like 20, like at least 20 points, I think we're cooked.
We should have 3 rushing touchdowns on top of whatever the passing game brings. We should have at least 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm just going super conservative. That's all.
That's too conservative, Lynch. 20?
that
should be by the first quarter. Michigan
that ain't happening.
All right.
On the first 3. They first 3 possessions should result into points, whether it be a field goal or touchdown. This team shouldn't really, and they shouldn't even score more than 10 points on this defense. And the points they score should come in garbage time. If this defense gives up 14 points to New Mexico and they drop, bro, we're done.
Go ahead, Johnny.
This is the thing about that, football. It don't matter what level you on, what pros, college, whatever. It's about execution.
Correct.
It's about execution. Correct. So if you're looking at like, man, the offense ain't moving. It's a new offensive install, and they don't know how to execute all the way yet. Or guys are antsy trying to come out and get 50 on one play. We're gonna get it all right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's about them being calm and knowing, all right, execute this play, the next play, touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not trying to just, okay, we got to get it all on this play. I got to score right now. Well, and guys get antsy and guys make mistakes. Football is about execution. It don't matter. It don't matter that you're playing New Mexico State. You still got to execute.
Well, but to also build on that, like you use training camp and fall camp to sort of like push some things, like try some things and see what you can and can't do, but you can only take that so far in camp. So that first game, we might see them trying things, pushing boundaries, maybe trying some plays that aren't the best plays, but they need to see what they can do as a unit, as an offense. So it may not be super high scoring because we might get out to a 3-touchdown lead or something like that, and then they start like trying things. So
like the
keep that in mind too.
But they need to score about 40.
Go back to the 23 season, that Bowling Green game. The reason that JJ had those 2 picks in that game was because he was testing boundaries. Three picks was because he was testing boundaries to see what he could and couldn't do with that offense early in the season, so that he already knew when it came later in the season.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Those are some ugly throws, bro.
I mean,
he's
come out and said it multiple times. So
I mean, I expect him to say it.
Though we ain't got JJ in that type of offense. Also,
we don't got the experience.
Michigan's forte of wearing people down and getting to the fourth quarter. I just think that against a team like that with the talent gap, that we get stronger in the fourth quarter. Not even if you try some, I think they should wear down by the third or fourth quarter.
So
when you throwing those guys in.
Mid-third quarter, Bryce should be sitting down. Honestly,
he should be on I got 2 questions. I want to have you go around and see what you guys say on it. So first play of the game against New Mexico, you think it's going run or pass? You think we're going Michigan tradition?
You still owe me $20. No, I'm just.
You think we're going to try to be like, no, we can pass now? Look, and then the other question I got is, do you think we got enough depth behind Bryce that we can run the score up a little bit, that we can let him run, or are we going to treat him like JJ and say we don't really have a playable quarterback behind him? So as soon as we're up comfortably, sit him down, don't run him unless we have to. Like, how do you think they're going to do that this year?
I wouldn't run him unless you have to, or it's a big game. Oklahoma, Nebraska. Games like the Ohio State, USC, I'm not running him like that unless I have to call him design runs. Now, he going to scramble and do his thing because that's him, so you can't take that from him. But design runs like New Mexico, I might do it once or twice just to put it on film for Oklahoma. But
and are you pulling him as soon as we got a comfortable lead or no?
Yes. It's too risky. It's too risky.
Absolutely.
Hey, but that's a good question, though, Kinetic. But I still think that with King and with Garcia, at least we have 2 quarterbacks that played in big football in college. So it's not like last year everybody was kind of taking a shot, getting their first time to really play. I don't know how good they're performing. I don't know how they're going to be, but they do have some type of success playing,
Well, and see, that's why I'm asking this, because we'll all sit here and say that, Mikey Keene, Jake Garcia, and even Jaden Davis at this point are upgrades over what we had in the room last year.
Definitely.
And what we had in the room last year was the same thing we had in the room behind JJ the year before. So if it's better, do we feel more comfortable leaving Bryce out there, running up the score, letting him run than we did with JJ, or is it still like, I don't know?
I don't run up the score with him. I definitely don't do that. I think by the third quarter, mid-third quarter, he should be sitting down, watching and learning from the sideline.
Well, and I bring up running the score because Bryce has said multiple times he wants a Heisman. So, you're not going to get a Heisman pulling him in the third quarter.
He ain't getting no Heisman this year. He ain't getting no Heisman this year.
He's got 3 years for a Heisman. He'll get
Bryce get the Heisman this year. GOAT.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that either way, you're not getting even close to Heisman numbers if you're pulling him in the third quarter. So that's why
we don't care. Listen,
he got to learn. He got to learn.
Are you trying to get him the Heisman if you the coach? That's not your goal. Not right now. You want to win. Your Heisman gonna come in the big games. Those stats against New Mexico, that shit gonna be like, okay, Mikey King could have did that. He gonna win the Heisman if he scored 2 touchdowns and 200 yards against Oklahoma, and then beat Ohio, and that's where you're gonna win the Heisman. He ain't gonna win the Heisman against.
I mean,
against
if
New
you look,
Mexico, you
like
want him 13 for 16 and 3 touchdowns or something.
Yeah,
150 yards, where he didn't do much, but he still had 3 touchdowns or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got to look at these small games as like if you're looking at Heisman points, you want to equate it down to like a 1 to 10 scale. The small games are going to be like maybe 1 point each, and the big games would be like a 2 point towards the Heisman. Is how
It's
you
too early. That's his first game as a starter, as a freshman. That's too early. The first game trying to
500 yards.
And you remember,
Mays, put that Let's Toast Media up.
Nope.
Because this is what I've been thinking the whole time. I think that people are doubting us because we going on the road in Norman. I don't think Oklahoma that good either. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would say right week 1. What's important to get done with Bryce is we got to throw the ball, right? Because I know running the running game travels the defense. If we're gonna beat Oklahoma, gentlemen, Bryce is gonna have to make some throws in that game. I promise you. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, whether it be with his feet, with his arm. We need some confidence there for him, just to know, like, I get comfortable. What do you like throwing? What passing plays? Because we're gonna add this, plus we're gonna add a little more for the Oklahoma game. So we need that. Obviously, you're not going to show your hand week 1. You don't need to against Oklahoma, right? So I'm not really worried too much. It's how we prepare going into week 2, right? First of all, we can't overlook New Mexico, because Johnny is right. It comes down to executing. Michigan is going to win the game because they just talented than New Mexico, but doesn't mean they're going to look pretty doing it, right?
Right.
So we want to see that too. We got to see execution. We want to see the O-line just destroying these dudes. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of plays where they going to stop the run. That's cool. But as long as we win in those battles more often than not, is what I want to see. And of course, pass protection, because we got the prize back there. If he got under pressure, he's getting sacked against New Mexico. Again, that's going to be some concerns going into week 2. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to call the game against New Mexico.
Gentlemen, I got this. I want to talk about this real quick. Go ahead. $1
million question. First game of the season. We know we're supposed to be New Mexico. We got this defense that we talent is great. We got this freshman quarterback who we want to get going. We win the toss. What we do? Kick or receive?
Receive.
For who?
I'm
pretty sure.
For who, G? Say that again.
Flip the coin flip. We win the coin flip. Do we kick or receive? Do we want to get
for
our
New
defense
Mexico?
out there?
You saying for New Mexico?
Yeah, week 1. First game of the season. Yeah.
Now I want my defense to punch them in their mouth early. Let them know it's going to be a long game. And then once the offense get off that field, they're going to look at the defense. It's your turn to get your ass kicked. And then here comes Bryce and them.
All right. So gentlemen, here's something I thought was interesting. All right. Shout out to Double BB. If y'all, he's a great follow on Twitter, always coming up with these kind of statistical things. I believe he does a podcast as well. But anyway, losses in a season over the last 40 years. All right. And these are the top teams on that list. Let's just go with the top 5 real quick. Top 4, because the top 5 is tied. All right. 7+ losses. Ohio State is number 1. All right. They've only had 1 7+ loss season. Michigan has 3. Georgia has 2. Oklahoma and Alabama both have 4. 6 or more losses. Ohio State has 3. Michigan 5. Georgia 6. Alabama and Oklahoma also have 6. And then 5+ losses. Ohio State again number 1 with only 4, Michigan with 9, along with Georgia, and then Oklahoma and Bama with 10, which leaves the other state, unfortunately, as number 1 on this list, with only 8 of those would be losing seasons or bad seasons. Michigan and Georgia are tied with 17 next, and then Oklahoma and Alabama bring up the final 5, or the 4 and 5. They're tied as well. What y'all think about that?
I mean, it's the story of college football for this century, really.
No,
that's 40 years. 40 years of history right there. Which also speaks to what Maniac has said multiple times on the channel, right? The other state, unfortunately, is the most consistent program in college football, especially over that span. But they don't have anything to start
40 years ago.
Well, of course, we all know that. But they have less to show for it than a team like Alabama, who's 5th on that list, but has more championships in that span.
And that was always been my issue with the OSU fans, right? And the talent that you get, and hopefully, again, depending the punishment Michigan is going to receive from the NCAA, we don't know how harsh, because nobody knows. But as long as it doesn't affect the program, where there's no postseason ban and there's no vacated wins, and Michigan continues to recruit on this level, I promise you, bro, you're going to see a team win natties consistently. I'm talking about Michigan. And that's why Ohio State fans, bro, y'all, come on. How you got a top 3 roster every year for like the last 25 years, maybe 2 seasons, maybe 4 seasons, you didn't have an elite roster. Bro, that's like 21 years with an elite roster, and you only got 3 natties to show for it. Fuck out of here. Come on.
Yeah. They've been consistent. And that hearing that wasn't surprising. Right. You know, it's Ohio State. That's what they stand on, you know. But I mean, it's great for them, but like Maniac said, you don't got as much to stand on like a Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were so consistent, but you let Alabama straight turn into the dynasty of all dynasties. Right. You know what I'm saying? On your watch, while you were supposed to be the most consistent. And like I told them earlier in Minister Sports Chat, Buckeye fans, go on and get that switch. Go on and go outside, get that switch off that tree.
So you're saying they're just like Notre Dame, consistent at being second. Consistent.
Notre Dame isn't even. Where was Notre Dame on that list? Hold on, Notre Dame is way down this list.
They haven't won a title since 1988.
I want to give a award for best comment of the day to Johnny for the Menace chat when he came in there and said, "What's the difference between a Diddy and an Iggy party?"
I be saying some wild stuff in there.
What?
He commented in Menace's chat. He said, "What's the difference between a Diddy and an Iggy party?"
Wow.
Hey, read that super chat, bro.
Yo, shout out to G Boulder. Thank you for the $20 super chat. It says, "Go Blue, first member is me." Yo.
I was the first member.
You were?
I was the first paid member of the Maze Madman show. You don't remember?
How about that? You awesome. First paid member, G Boulder of the Maze Madman show. We gotta get you. We gotta do something. We're gonna do something for you for that.
Maze, speaking of that, you got the interview I sent you of G Boulder in the spring game that I did with G Boulder. You got it?
Got what?
The interview I
the
did
spring
with
game
G
interview.
In the spring game.
Y'all did an interview?
Yeah.
He showed it to us.
Right. Did I record it?
Right. Yo, G, he was right there.
Hold on. Did I? Was it on my phone?
Yeah, I believe so.
I got it there.
All right. If anything, I'll send it to you. I have it.
No doubt.
Pull it up and play it. Pull it up and play it.
Maze,
if you got it, pull it up.
Pull up this Daniel Henry. Pull up this Daniel Henry.
Not gonna lose his job for a while.
This one right here.
That's one team, and they had the GOAT coach. He wasn't the GOAT coach when he got there, though. He became the GOAT coach while y'all was so consistent, happy about being at number 1 on that list. Why you ain't number 1 on that championship list, too?
Talk about it.
Right. Yeah, let's talk about it. And not only Johnny, listen, LSU in that span got 3 natties as well, and they haven't been as consistent as Ohio State. And they did it from the SEC, and let's call it like it is. That shit was a gauntlet. Once upon a time, it's still a tough conference. So to come out the SEC and win natties, bro, in the last 25 years, they the only conference that got like 3 natties facing each other. That's how good they dominant they've been. So to come out the SEC is different, bro. That's another thing I was saying. If Ryan Day, I really mean it. Ryan Day was a coach in the SEC, he will literally beat James Franklin.
Bro,
he'll beat Penn State. Ohio State will be Penn State in the SEC.
To that point.
Let's put this to bed. Hey, let's put this to bed right now. The freaking SEC was the first league doing the UNIL, the unofficial NIL.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
And there were a couple teams outside of the SEC, like Ohio State and Miami and others that were doing it, but it was mostly SEC.
NIL.
Listen, they don't call it the dirty South for nothing. You know what I mean?
Hey, but to that point, like we would all agree that at least by results, if Urban Meyer was the better coach than Ryan Day, right?
Yes.
Urban Meyer got run out of the SEC by Nick Saban to the point that he had to fake health concerns to get out of to get out of there before sanctions came down on Florida, and then went to Ohio State because he magically got better.
Even when Urban Meyer, I don't think it was like major stuff, but even when he was at Utah, he had some little stuff.
He's a slime ball.
Notice that his health issues had him leave Utah right before they got sanctioned.
Right.
They had him leave Florida right before they got sanctioned, and right after all of his players from the Tebow era all graduated. It was convenient timing there, don't you think?
You know what is strange is normally when I go from the south to the north, I actually get sick. I don't get better.
Hey, real quick, my guy E says, how many losses in a row does Ryan Day need to lose his job?
Are we talking losses or losses to Michigan?
To Michigan.
I think so here's the thing. I think he can get fired from that, but I think it's tied to playoff performance. Like, let's assume he doesn't win another natty, but if he doesn't at least like go to the semifinals and loses to Michigan like the next 3 years, I think he's fired.
You know, okay, I was just gonna say I think him winning the natty bought him some time. But if he doesn't make it to the playoff the next 2 seasons and still loses to Michigan, I think he's going to be out.
So the thing about Ryan Day is, if you think about it, if you look around, who would you hire if you fire Ryan Day? You got to think of who's going to step in.
They're going to hire Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
Buckeye fans, they don't care about
They're going to hire Marcus Freeman, head coach of Notre Dame, but he played at Ohio State.
It's a good question. Which poses another question. Is Ohio State a better job than Notre Dame?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. I
would agree
because of the independence of Notre Dame.
I would agree. I would say that I think Ohio State is. I would say Ohio State's the better job. I mean, though, like obviously we don't like Ohio State, but I still think it's the better job just because you're going to have a much better funding path because you are in a conference. You're going to have guaranteed funding, especially if one of the Big Ten teams make it to the playoffs, maybe win a natty. That's going to trickle down into the Big Ten, and that's going to keep them funded. Rather than if you're in the independent league, you're pretty much guaranteed to go to the natty because you can set cupcake schedules to get there, like Notre Dame has been doing. But you still have to win, and if Notre Dame's anything to go off of, independents don't do so well when they get into the big game, you know.
But because of who they are, I mean, we don't like them and they stink and all that stuff. But just their name gonna get them all kind of TV rights, and they got a pretty decent alumni. You know, people that they're
not hurting for money.
Yeah,
they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Ohio State doesn't, if Ryan Day, he bought some time with that natty.
Yeah.
Hard line.
But if he didn't make, if he didn't beat,
hold on. But if he loses to Michigan and they don't do nothing in the playoffs, that's all gone. If he keeps losing to Michigan, playoffs, they expect to be in the playoffs. This is Ohio State, the most consistent program, the world famous.
Right.
They expect to be in the playoffs, but they expect to beat Michigan. If they don't beat Michigan, he's gonna have to keep winning natties. He ain't just gonna be make the playoff. We gonna make the playoff. If we don't win it, who cares? That's how they think. So if he gonna have to keep winning championships if he keeps losing to Michigan.
I understand.
Yeah, I think if they lost to Oregon again in the playoffs at the Rose Bowl, I think he would have got fired.
I'm just thinking, who would you bring in that's gone? Because he benefiting from the fact that he was on Urban Meyer staff to keep. I think that he benefiting by keeping that pipeline going. If you hire somebody else and they can't recruit and keep that going, because anybody else on the staff is a loser like he is. So you're not gonna keep him.
Wait, actually,
losers. Who would you bring? Brian?
I know.
Bring Brian Kelly. Would you? Marcus Freeman seemed logical.
I got the answer.
Go ahead, Liz Max.
I got the answer. So he's been talking about it, although he's been talking about wanting to go to the SEC. But I think he's so hard up for one to coach. I think he'd go anywhere. I think if Ohio State lost Ryan Day, I think they'd get Gruber. Gruber.
John Gruber.
I think
if
he's
I'm Ohio State. I wouldn't bring him.
I don't think Gruden's a fit for Ohio State. I think he wants to stay in the South. He wants to be one of the Florida teams.
I think.
Well, right. But I think if he's hard up, if he's so hard up, I think if he's so hard up for coaching, if a coach job is open,
I don't think he goes to Ohio State.
I don't think
he's just talking. If you watch what Gruden does, whoever sends him a box of merch, he's this is the best thing. I can't believe I got Michigan State.
He does do that, right?
They even sent me a box. He go to the SEC. Man, I love the coach in the SEC. Man, watch. He'll go to
Hey, listen.
and visit them and be like, man, the Big Ten, so much history. Man, I love to have a job in the Big Ten right now.
Hold on. Just for comedic purposes, I want Eastern Michigan to send him some merch.
Can you believe this?
Yep, just to see him wear that hat. Just to see him wear that hat.
Yo,
send him some Noah merch.
How good of a recruiter do you really think John Gruden could be right now in today's?
I think John Gruden, if he's talking to parents, he can be good. But these young kids now, I don't know.
No, if Bill Belichick can do it, John Gruden can do it.
No,
well, I think it's more his girlfriend doing it than him.
And this no politics. They said this show not political, but you can't come in my house after I know about your past and recruit my son. And I would tell all my friends, everybody who you can't come in my house with that shit after you got them email. I'm gonna play them email. Explain this to me.
He got a recruit from outside.
Come play for you.
he on the sidewalk.
He got a recruit from outside the club. He can't even get in.
You're not recruiting nobody I know for sure. So,
I forgot about this, didn't you?
Yeah,
it would be hard. I think it would be hard, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I forgot about that stuff, G.
Yeah.
You gotta explain that to a parent. You gotta explain
that's a fact.
what you mean by that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You're right, man. And being a coach in college, man, it's a grind. You have to recruit. That's like a second job. It comes with the job. And if you're not good in that and you don't want to do that, it's not for you, man. Because especially when you're gonna coach at a top tier college where, bro, you got to consistently get those high-end recruits in, but you also got to show results. People want to see you win. Why should I come to your school, man, if you're not winning? How you going to get me to the NFL? You can't even get to 7 games, 7-6 wins. So
yeah, but like I said, if Belichick can do it at North Carolina, Gruden could do it at any SEC
well,
school.
I don't think that's no Belichick, though.
We don't. We
Belichick
haven't
is
seen.
doing the Nick Saban. He flashing them rings. I'm
Right.
a winner. I've won.
Yeah,
multiple.
Belichick is the GOAT of NFL.
Belichick ain't even talking, bro. He just sitting there like,
Yeah,
He just standing in the corner like
the Belichick is the real GOAT of football in general, because NFL, as we know, is the highest form of football. That's the highest. They don't get past NFL. So if you got 7 Super Bowl rings in the NFL, you the GOAT. Fuck college, high school.
well, he got 6, but
Pop
yeah.
Warner.
He got one as an assistant too. I think.
Okay.
Kinetic,
Yeah, I think he got a couple
As
with
a
the
Giants
Giants.
DC.
Yeah.
As the Giants DC.
what was that, G?
Hey, Kinetic, you be realistic. If you a recruit and you got picked between Bill Belichick and John Gruden and they both the same, who would you pick just off of who you think will help get you there better? Who would you pick?
At this point, I'm gonna be honest. At this point, if I was a high school player getting recruited by both, I'd probably, depending on what school he's at, I'd probably go with John Gruden, man. I don't think.
Tell me why. What has he done to make you pick him?
I just think at this point he's a more competent coach than Bill Belichick. There's a reason that Bill Belichick didn't get hired by any NFL team.
It's a reason why Gruden got put out the league.
Right, but it's two different reasons. It's two different reasons. Bill Belichick didn't get a job because the NFL teams didn't think he could do the job anymore. John Gruden got put out because of what went down and what he said.
So you want to go play for that?
I would trust him coaching me more than Bill Belichick at this point.
I don't know if NFL teams
if you on defense
do it. But go ahead, Johnny.
If you on defense, you gonna go to Belichick. You're gonna go to Belichick.
Yeah, but if you're on defense, you ain't getting coached by Bill at this point. You're getting coached by what's his son's name?
But it's still Bill's team.
It's
Bill's
still
team.
knowledge, bro. Belichick has put together the best defense.
And even John Gruden's one claim to fame. I still say that's Tony Dungy's team, but that's
we talked about that yesterday. It is Tony Dungy's. That was Tony Dungy's team. However, the team he ended up playing in the Super Bowl was his team. So it could have worked out the other way.
So he kind of stallioned them, right?
He definitely did, because Bill Callahan didn't change one sign, bro.
They do all the signs and everything, bro. That was sad.
How do you not at least change the signs in the 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl when you know you're going against your old head coach?
Well, we know that dude is incompetent. You saw what he did at Nebraska. Ran them further into the ground than they were at the time. Disgusting work.
Yeah, I mean, look, man.
Shout out to Dallas, man. He says Freeman already told you he wouldn't make the wrong choice twice by not going to Notre Dame and Ohio State. I think
I'm gonna tell you right now.
If he wins the Natty, he's legendary.
If Ohio State comes calling for Marcus Freeman, he's leaving. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all ain't won since '88, bro. Like,
and not to mention they gave up a rivalry in 2019.
Right.
Not to mention they gave up on a rivalry in 2019 that's been going since I think the 60s.
It's all kind of dust and cobwebs on them trophies at Notre Dame.
They ain't won a trophy since '88. Yeah.
Jesus beard growing all
like last time they won a trophy, Jesus was still walking on water.
Yo, son.
Hey, was that graphic that BB made? Was that? Was Notre Dame's last natty before that?
That last natty
40 years ago. Nah, it ain't quite. It's almost though. It's getting there. Getting there. They got like 3 more years, and it'll be 40 years.
I think they were like
Rudy on that team.
I think they were like 10 years shy of their last natty. Last time they won a natty being before desegregation.
Damn. Listen, they came close. I mean, not close. They went. What Alabama did to them in that natty, man, oh man.
They destroyed him. Teo was worried about his fake girlfriend.
Since the crack era, since Highway Ricky was Freeway Ricky. My bad. No disrespect.
What JC said back in '88.
Right.
I forgot which verse, but It's been a while, man. Look, Notre Dame come close, but they haven't
was a
done
ballerina. I got the pictures. I seen you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Notre Dame is better remembered as of today for Manti Te'o's fake girlfriend and the losses they've had than they are for their last natty.
God damn. Not
that Manti
Manti's
Te'o
girlfriend.
stuff is the funniest thing ever.
Lord,
I might go watch the documentary after this.
Yo, speaking of the documentary, this is a good time to tell y'all. Thursday, we got a legend, Michigan legend, one Mr. Dr. Billy Taylor will be joining us right here live for Throwback Thursday. He's got a documentary out. I believe it's called The Perseverance. Be sure to check that out and then come here Thursday, 8 p.m. sharp. We got Dr. Billy Taylor. Shout out my guy Steven. He says last time Notre Dame won a title, Harlem Nights was the #1 movie in America. Yikes.
Dang. Harlem Nights. That's a good movie if you haven't watched it, by the way.
And I hate to be them making it to the championship and losing. It's you get nothing from it. Like, well, we were close.
Right.
It's just broken dreams and promises.
It don't matter, bro. It's like getting that fly shorty to the crib and y'all in the bed and you think it's like this. Sorry, you just can't get it up. It don't matter. You had it in the crib. If it can't go. It can't function.
Like that, bro. That pain never leaves. Like the 06 game. We win that. We go to the natty. The pain never leaves.
Right.
Hell,
bro. And more recently in 2019, they got so embarrassed they gave up on a rivalry to go start one with Clemson instead.
How does a Notre Dame player's fake girlfriend get a ring before Notre Dame does?
Come on, bro. Fake girlfriend got the ring. Jay Marion said EPMD, KRS-One, and Young LL were on the charts last time Notre Dame.
Damn.
Hey.
Yeah. Well,
Dallas fan fires back. Last time Notre Dame won the national championship, you were behind us, and nothing has changed since.
88.
What do you mean nothing? What do you mean nothing has changed since? We've won 2 natties in the time.
Listen,
how much makes sense?
Yo, how much was a Big Mac in '88? Like 40 cents?
We've won 2 natties and a bunch of conference titles and
30.
Like, come on, dude.
No, so much has changed. So much has changed, including those tarnished trophies you got in the trophy case. Y'all gotta dust those.
Last time we played, we drug y'all through the mud.
Literally, they're not tarnished; they faded. The paint
faded, right? Chipping, right?
I mean that's why I call them the also ran dynasty, because I mean they haven't done nothing since '88. They gave up on a rivalry after getting embarrassed by Michigan back in 2019 to go start one with Clemson, and they're still ready to play us to this day.
Yeah, Notre Dame. Listen, man, they're gonna compete year in and year out because Marcus Freeman does recruit very well. He's a good recruiter. Let me see.
This is a good one. All right, Michigan beat Florida in 07, but do y'all think Michigan would have beaten 06 Florida?
23 Michigan?
06, no 06. Michigan 06 Florida.
Michigan 06. We're talking about Chad Henne, Mario Manning.
Is that the year with the 1-2 game with Ohio State?
Yes. That's
the
year Florida ended up going dog walking Ohio State.
Yeah,
man.
And you know what? It's a good question, right? Because stylistically,
who was on that? Who was on that roster?
Percy Harvin,
Lamar Woodley, Allen Branch.
Oh, you're talking about Michigan's?
No, I meant Florida's roster. I know who was on Michigan.
Florida had dogs too. Yeah.
Is SDB? Is he a Florida fan or a Michigan fan?
Chris Rainey.
Oh no, he's a Michigan fan. This Steven.
Hey, Percy Harvin was the truth, dude.
Yeah. Bless you. Oh, Percy Harvin was absolutely him.
Yeah, but I don't think Percy Harvin played in the Oklahoma Natty when they beat Oklahoma. He was that dude.
We did get dog walked by USC, but I think that was just a letdown from not being in the national championship.
USC dog walked us twice in the 2000s in the Rose Bowl.
I mean, we got beat a lot in bowl games in the 2000s.
Was that? Yeah. It wasn't a dog walking. It was a control.
Was Chris Leak the quarterback that year?
He was the starting quarterback, but Tebow played.
Score was 32-18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was when, let's be real, Pete Carroll, bro, if it was a 12-team playoff, he probably would have had like 3 natties, bro. Those USC teams were stacked. Those USC teams.
Hey, Maze is here for all of the Pete Carroll love, right?
They would have beat Texas
Oh,
that
yeah.
game. They cheated USC in that game against Texas.
Pete Carroll, 30,000 years old, man.
Hey, he's out there doing push-ups and stuff with your players, though.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. I got love for Pete. Pete is him. He said before Lou Holt start talking like Sylvester the Cat. Yo, the disrespect.
Damn.
Yeah. Now we have, and let me see. Matchup bet against Florida. Yeah. Nah, it's true. It's true. It is the truth. I'm not saying that
I don't know if
Michigan
we win though.
beats
Yeah,
them,
that's a good game.
They did match.
I mean, they didn't have like. I mean, Percy Harvin was the guy, but like, their roster wasn't like. I don't know, dude. I think we'd match up. I think our 06 team would have matched up pretty well against them.
Yeah,
I mean,
it would have all been about the game plan for Percy Harvin, in my opinion.
Wasn't Percy a freshman that year?
Yeah, nah, he wasn't cooking like that. What was his stats that season? I remember there was a tight end. They had a tight end that was cooking OSU. Their defense, it was just
that defense was strong. That defense was good.
That 07
Lewis
team,
Murphy.
they began. They beat that.
What?
That was the start of the
Bouncy
SEC
twins.
dominance.
That's a fact. Brandon Spikes. Yeah.
What stats are we looking for?
Hernandez.
Who was the other Spikes that was in the NFL for a long time? He was like a linebacker or something.
Takeo Spikes. Takeo Spikes.
Hey, I loved using him in the old Madden games, man. Takeo
Spikes went to Florida. I thought he went to
Hey,
no.
This is the reason right here why we wouldn't have beat them.
Yeah,
Hernandez would have threatened the
receiving.
Hernandez would have threatened.
Hey, but Brandon Spikes was a freshman at that point too.
Oh yeah, Brandon Spikes. I don't know why I said Takeo.
No, Takeo the veteran.
Takeo went to Auburn.
Yeah. He went to Auburn.
Takeo was
but
nice.
He played in the league. He was a beast in the league. I mean, look, one thing Michigan has good history is against the SEC. For some reason, we match up well, and we
do beat the SEC pretty consistently compared to the other state.
Yeah, we had. Remember what year? Alabama did it so dirty. 2012 in Texas Stadium. That first game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that's when Channing, the corner tore his like ACL early in that joint, right?
Dribbling. And bro, we couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, they were smacking Denard, bro.
But anyway,
you said Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't try to really use
all right, I got the stats.
Robinson like that first game.
Right.
Like the last Boy Scout.
Hey, Maniac.
Hey, you saying Hernandez was on that roster? Because this shows that it doesn't show him on it.
He probably wasn't.
Aaron Hernandez was not in the on the Florida roster in 2006. He joined in 2007. In high school, I don't know. The high school stats probably don't matter then. But yeah, it was in 2007.
Yeah, so I think Michigan could have won that 06 game.
I always did.
I think every game that you think we could have won, I think we would have won. I'm always bet on Michigan.
Yeah, I always do. That's why and you still hold on to it, just like Notre Dame. We lost to Alabama. We lost to Ohio State. We were right there. If we wouldn't have blitzed on that last play, man, shut up. You never forget short.
Alabama, Johnny, that Notre Dame, Alabama, that shit wasn't even a game.
If Manti Te'o girlfriend didn't get caught, if she was real, man, we would have won.
If she was real, we would have won. Yo, I knew they were not going to win that game. I remember when they were coming out to the field, bro. Alabama players walked past the Notre Dame players, and it looked like a JV. The Notre Dame looked like a JV squad, bro. Them boys walked past. I was like, oh, they about to get destroyed.
In the
And that's
documentary,
exactly what
Matt
happened.
Patel actually says that he could sense that the rest of his team was scared when when Bama walked out.
Hell, you see them monsters?
Nah, but you
What
see,
was
no,
crazy
but
thing?
and I'm glad you guys brought that up because that became the norm in the SEC. All these teams have physical D lines. This is why other teams couldn't compete because the trenches, the SEC from 07, bro, and on, they were just dominating. Even when they lost in the Natty, like because they lost. One championship team that people don't talk about enough is that 2013 Florida State team. Dumb motherfuckers had a squad, bro.
Yeah, they
That game was just on the other day.
They were stacked. They were stacked. That 2013.
Winston.
Jameis.
They beat Auburn.
Jameis.
They beat Auburn for the Natty.
Jameis Winston's a fucking treasure, dude. Like I want him as a backup on my team, no matter what. Like,
oh, Jameis is hilarious for sure.
Yeah, somebody jump off sides, damn.
Jump. That year, though, I will say this: Jameis's first career game, bro. The redshirt freshman game 1, he come out what he was like 21 or 22, and then the pass that was incomplete was because homie caught it and couldn't get his foot in. So he was damn near perfect in that game.
What was it that he got caught like stealing from Publix or something?
Crab legs, yeah.
They weren't.
He just walked out holding the pack of crab.
Well,
he got the hookup.
He got the hookup.
I love you.
He had the hookup. He got hooked up with the bracelets.
No troll, but Michigan State was robbed in 13. Should have played. They definitely got robbed.
I'm not going. I'm not going to lie. That Dan Antonio team in 13, that motherfucking team was. I give it to them. They would have had a great chance of winning it all if they had a chance. I believe they only lost to Notre Dame that year, like in week 2, if I'm not mistaken, and some controversial calls in that game. I remember watching that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Steven said, true story in film prep before that game, talk about the Notre Dame game. Alabama players were laughing at how basic and slow Notre Dame was. The coaches made the Bama players take them seriously. That's crazy.
So how did they make the Natty that year? Did they just have a cupcake schedule?
I think they beat us that year. Right?
They independent. Shit, they probably played.
They went undefeated.
They went undefeated.
They played who they played. They beat Michigan. They beat Michigan State.
They beat Stanford in the goal line stand. I remember they won a lot of close games.
What year was that? What year was that?
2012. 2012, I believe.
Yeah, they went undefeated. Manti Te'o had about 150 tackles.
He was a Heisman candidate that year.
Yeah. He was doing it for his wifey. It was all for his wifey. She was
bro, we about to
out she wasn't real. His chariot turned into a pumpkin.
All
right, so these are the teams that they beat that year. So they beat Navy, Purdue, Michigan State, Michigan, Miami, Stanford, BYU, Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, Boston College, Wake Forest, and USC.
That's a good
What year was that again?
2012.
2012.
So is 2012 the last time they played a tough schedule?
Probably. It might be, probably not though.
I mean, was that a tough schedule? I mean, Wake Forest.
Well, no, but they had Michigan, they got Miami, Oklahoma, Stanford, Oklahoma, and Stanford was number 17 when they played them.
Yeah,
BYU was good.
They was well.
So they went.
But when the Monstars came out there, they were.
They went 12-0 through the regular season.
Hey, talking about Bama, now like
42-14 against.
Bro, they beat Miami that year 41-3.
I mean,
yeah, that's when Miami was cacadoodle.
Yeah,
that's when Miami was on.
They only beat Michigan 13-6, and then the next week put up 41 on Miami. Or not?
Was
yeah,
that
next
when
week,
Miami was going through that the thug shit when everybody was going to jail and
Miami was bad at that time.
They prepared for the worst.
Notre Dame has a winning record versus Alabama, so this was all about payback.
And
It's some good excuses.
I don't think it was all about payback. I think it was all about they were better.
It was all about they rolled out the Monstars, dog.
Here's some awards and honors from that year for Notre Dame.
This is funny because, unfortunately, Ohio State went undefeated that season, 12-0.
Right.
But they were on probation.
Ineligible, yeah.
So technically, it would have been Notre Dame, Ohio State.
And
then that,
Oh man,
it would have been Ohio State.
Nasty work.
Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame would have got them because that Ohio State team, they won a lot of close games. They were just winning them close games. I think Notre Dame would have got
another championship.
Did Manti Te'o win every defensive award that year?
I mean, he was the man.
Yeah, it looks
bro,
like
he
it.
was a monster, bro.
Not to beat a dead horse, but because you brought that up, that's another reason why I want justice to be served when it comes to the John Mateer. I don't want them to play all that, and then if they come back ineligible, then they have to prove. I'd rather it be right. You know what I mean? Because that's what Ohio was on probation for, right? For them ineligible players and stuff, right? So,
Hey, let's be real. With the NCAA's track record on announcing things regarding Michigan, they're gonna wait till week 3 to announce that John Mateer is suspended.
You got a point.
Hilarious.
You got a point.
Hey, listen, you're right because listen,
you got a point.
Who said it? That there's no ranked games week 2 with the exception of Michigan, Oklahoma, and it's a prime time game. Mateer there, full strength.
All the eyes on it.
Who they back up? Do they got a credible backup?
All eyes on me.
Who is their backup? Hold on.
Oh no, but they're gonna announce he's suspended right after the game.
Isn't Hawkins the guy that stepped in for dude last year? Isn't it Hawkins?
But that's what I'm saying. If they announce it after and it come back that he get any kind of suspension, they probably gonna say that he was ineligible. You know what I mean? They're gonna retroactive it, so the game ain't gonna count anyway. So
I think
is that how it works? Is that how it works?
Gonna play. If he in the game, and because I was reading that what they're investigating comes with it start off at half a season suspension or something, and they could give or take more. So I don't know.
Got you.
How that goes.
Daniel Henry, big time teams play at night. You know what I'm saying?
The best teams start the season under the lights.
Night games. Y'all stick to that big noon kickoff. That's for you.
Yeah.
Y'all world famous. So y'all play at noon.
Yeah. Have your mimosas ready. Have you?
It's Michael Hawkins Jr. If Mateer's suspended, he's the one that stepped in and was a starter last year after Jackson Arnold got benched.
And Michigan don't start the season. The first game they start the first 2 games with night games. I'm just saying.
So I think that's the worst part of our schedule this year, and I've never seen it in all my years as a Michigan fan that we don't have back-to-back home games.
Yeah, bro, that's disgusting.
We
as a premier
dirty. I've never seen that.
That should never happen.
Yeah, they running us. I think they did that on purpose to run us back and forth and shit.
Yeah, I don't know how this dude didn't say nothing regarding that, man. How you gonna be a bozo like that?
Once the schedule is in, it's hard to change it, though.
My man said people still eating breakfast when y'all play in Texas.
Listen, I'm just you gotta understand,
rolling out of bed, bro.
Has back-to-back home games, and Michigan doesn't have no back-to-back home games, bro. That shit could be detrimental to them.
No doubt.
I think that's the hardest part of our schedule, not the teams. I think that back and forth shit is crazy.
Hold on, real quick, man. Michael said Kingston, Villanova, whatever, also is the new Manti Te'o on defense, bro. He had 37 tackles last year. Manti Te'o was getting like 150, 160. Dude almost had like 170 tackles. He got a long. What you gonna add up all his stats from the year?
Hold up, was Manti Te'o the only person making tackles?
Yo, bro, it seems like it.
Yeah,
he was the man. He was a Heisman candidate.
These are the end of season awards. So Johnny Manziel got the Heisman, but then Manti Te'o got the Maxwell Award, the Walter Camp Award, the Chuck Bednarik Award, Bronco Nagurski Award, Dick Butkus Award, Lombardi Award, Lot Impact Trophy. Let's see, there were some other ones too. Hold on.
My girl,
all that shit.
I knew you were about to say
and how many years he played in the NFL?
He got the Catfish Award.
Yeah, Manti Te'o had 437.
He got the.
Hey,
he wasn't a QB, but he somehow won Best QB award.
I do want to point out this other guy that was one of my favorite players watching in the NFL, Tavon Austin, also won an award that year. So
Tavon Austin is Diet Peter Warwick.
Hey, he was fun to watch, man. I'm sorry, I like
Pete. Yo, I'm happy I got to see
Tavon
Peter Warwick in real time.
Yeah,
Peter Warwick was the truth.
I ain't gonna lie. Part of the reason I like Tavon Austin is I used to cook people with Tavon Austin and Brandon Cooks on Madden.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Hey, listen, we're gonna get out of here. Before we do though, we're gonna do some rebranding here on this channel. You might see it on Twitter too.
I'm getting fired, y'all.
Where we let Kinetic go. I was like, wouldn't that be crazy? Fire Kinetic right on the
you can't fire me. I'm the DI hired.
Well, we got Lich now.
Yeah, you got me now,
brother. Right. You know this how it go. You know, Lich came in.
And his beard better than yours.
Lich whiter than you.
And his beard better than yours.
He's got lights in the truck. That's all it is.
Yo, nah, but seriously,
you got lights.
We thinking about changing the channel name, so look out for that. Also, the Twitter and my guy Maniac and Kinetic and Lich will all be able to
we changed the name
to y'all on Twitter.
Right?
There you go.
Do you already have a suggestion for the name, or are we just gonna have to look for it?
I was talking to my man. I think we're gonna go with like Maze Out Sports Network, something like that.
Yeah. And we about to give some opportunity. Once we get more details on it and we get it straight, we gonna be holla at me and Maze and Kinetic. We're about to give people opportunity, so be on the lookout for that.
And then also I want y'all to tune in tomorrow. G, the first ever member. Every other member tomorrow, Q&A with myself, 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whatever time it is. Be there. I'm giving y'all 3 questions each. No, I'm joking. But be there for the Q&A, members only. For that, unfortunately, if you're not a member, become a member. Also, me, Johnny, the Maniac, along with our brothers over on Back of the Bus or House Divided. We got something brewing, something big. Y'all gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, though, Kinetic, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Same as always, man. Everywhere at Kinetic 615 here on Maze Madman channel or the whatever new name we're going to, and with Lich Max over on the Gamer Sideline. And again, I would just ask everyone, if you're able to, please check out the GoFundMe link in the description or in the chat. I just put it there. I got for quick update. I got a call today. They're scheduling the arbitration hearing for around November to December. So that's kind of the finish line that we're trying to make it to. So we're moving along with that. So I just want to thank everyone for that.
Yes, sir. Maniac, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Follow me in my OnlyFans. Nah, just
Hey, mute him. Mute him, Mike.
Maniac's OnlyFans is just him ripping OSU fans to shreds. The whole time.
G, we in 2025. You gotta be hustling every which way, man.
Multiple streams of income.
That's it. Now,
The Maniac had to go to OnlyFans because he gets banned on every other platform for ripping into Ohio State.
Hey, don't wear that Michigan gear. They're gonna try to use it against us.
nah, man. You see it right there, man. Go Blue _Maniac _24 on Instagram, and that will lead you to my other social media outlets.
Yes, sir. Johnny Olden Jr., the legend himself. Don't tell Johnny what to do on Johnny's Live. Johnny, go ahead.
Catch me. It's almost time to start doing these pregame analysis. I can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Thursday, catch me on with TJ on Thursdays, Voice of College Football Call-In Show. Check that out. Shout out to TJ. That's Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And,
TJ John.
Young Tony Stark over there.
Hey, I heard TJ was at the open tryouts for the Wolverines here this last week.
As a water boy.
TJ say no.
Hey,
he'll have a good chance. He'll have a good chance.
But yeah, and catch the Call-In Show Sunday. We was cooking up last Sunday, like always.
Yes,
Maniac, Maze, so check out the Call-In Show. But it's
voices were raised.
Always. That's when are they not raised? That's the thing.
No doubt. G Boulder. G Boulder is G Boulder.
Catch me in the trap is going down.
Yo.
Hey, I just got one question for y'all. How the hell y'all be on all these shows, man? I be trying to keep. I'm like, man, what the hell going on?
We everywhere.
Man, I salute y'all for all that y'all do. All the Michigan shit. I love it. I'm a little bit older than most of y'all, so I've been a Michigan fan for a long time. So when I'm in New York and in the Bronx or somewhere, I'm gonna hit the barbershop and find my man Maniac. You know what I mean?
You just got to do what I do. You got to find a show that needs to hit a quota and then just like put yourself out there.
No, I don't want to get out there. I just be wondering, like, fuck, what I miss. I just want to see some of this shit. I just be missing shit.
No doubt.
Nah,
man.
but yeah, go Blue, all the
you,
fans, all the trolls. We're gonna plant a flag in your stadium till y'all.
Yeah, till they ban it like Ohio did.
No doubt. Tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Oh, well, first of all, you can find me right here during the season as the stat boy for the new channel, currently at this Maze Madman show. You can also maybe sometimes see me, experience my backstage work. You can also find me at Lichmac626 on YouTube, Twitch, and on X. You can and then lastly, over at the Gamers Sideline with Kinetic here, this Saturday we got a good show coming. We're gonna be talking about our first thoughts on the new Madden game that's launching.
Very nice. Follow me everywhere at Maze Madman. Tomorrow Q&A, members only. Thursday, legendary Michigan running back Dr. Billy Taylor will be joining us live for an interview. You're going to want to be there. Don't miss it. Until next time, stay angry, my friends. You know the slogan. I'm up, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that maze and that lock and all that fuck. I just don't get it. So and how the
oh my God, we're shutting the damn live down. Good night, everybody.